We are ready. Good evening, everybody. My name is Kirk Fraser, and it's truly an honor to be here tonight and be a part of this very special night at Interior Savings Center. On behalf of the Kamloops Blazers Hockey Club, the owners, management, coaching staff, and alumni, thank you to all of the proud Blazer fans who are here tonight, who are listening on Radio NL, or watching or listening on the internet. Also, a special thank you to the Prince Albert Raiders for being such gracious guests on this special night. First off, let's welcome a few special dignitaries that are attending tonight's ceremony at ice level. Former Anaheim Ducks General Manager Brian Burke. WHL Commissioner Ron Robison. Former Blazer General Manager Bob Brown. The last player to have his number retired by the Blazers in 1990, and current Blazers owner, Mark Recchi. And the owner, governor, and president of the Blazers, Tom Ghilardi. Tonight, we're going to highlight the accomplishments, share some memories, and pay tribute to the man who, while a member of the Kamloops Blazers, wore jersey number 28, Scott Niedermayer. We'd now like to introduce Scott's family who are in attendance tonight. Please welcome to ice level Scott's mother, Carol, his brother, Rob, his wife, Lisa, and their 4 boys, Logan, Jackson, Joshua, and Luke. At this time, we'd also like to call upon Blazers Captain Dylan Willick and Assistant Captain Colin Smith to present flowers to Scott's mother Carol and wife Lisa as a small token on behalf of the players. After one of Ken Hitchcock's famous reloading seasons in 1988, WHL opponents were about to start tearing their hair out again as the Blazers returned to the top of the class. That season, a 16-year-old defenseman joined the Blazers, and you didn't have to be a veteran scout or a seasoned coach to see the talent this young man possessed. A gifted skater and puck handler, early comparisons were made to an NHLer by the name of Raymond Bourque. If there ever was a can't-miss prospect, it was this guy. The Blazers won 56 of 72 games that year, and for the 3rd time represented the WHL at the Memorial Cup. That season saw the rookie blue liner rack up 14 goals, and 69 points in 64 games. But could he match those numbers as a sophomore? Yeah, and then some. That next season, the Blazers, now coached by Tom Rennie, racked up another 50 wins, and Scott finished the regular season with 26 goals and 82 points in just 57 games. He won gold with Team Canada at the 1991 World Juniors, and that summer was chosen 3rd overall at the NHL draft by the New Jersey Devils. That season, only Eric Lindros and Pat Falloon, to Quebec and San Jose respectively, were chosen ahead of Scott. Hindsight's great, isn't it? Some will say God is a Kamloops Blazers fan, or at the very least he was during the 1991-92 season, because that year he blessed the Blazers in a big way. After starting the season with the New Jersey Devils, Scott was sent back to Kamloops by the Devils in November. And in January, Daryl Sador came back from the LA Kings. Suddenly, the Blazers were the team to beat, and as it turned out, nobody could. Scott would go on to put up 39 points in 35 regular season games and another 23 in 17 playoff games as the Blazers steamrolled Tacoma and Seattle to win the West before an epic 7-game series against the Saskatoon Blades, which was won 8-0 by the Blazers in front of a sold-out, wall-to-wall, rafter-to-rafter crowd in the last WHL game at Memorial Arena. Then it was off to Seattle for the Memorial Cup. And just in case you forgot, that was the site of the pass, one of the most talked about moments in Kamloops sports history. The pass from Scott Niedermayer to Zach Boyer, leading to the winning goal with just under 15 seconds to go. The Blazers had beaten the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds in one of the most thrilling games that tournament has ever seen. And the Blazers had won their first Memorial Cup. The MVP of that 1992 tournament, Scott Niedermayer. Therefore, we only thought it appropriate to bring the Memorial Cup back tonight as well. We'd like to recognize Corporal Cheryl Bush and Constable Dave Marshall in the Red Surge, bringing forth the Memorial Cup. Now, this might be aging a few of us, but think back 21 years ago. How many of us then stopped to consider that we were watching a player and witnessing performances that will, without question, one day be honored in the Hockey Hall of Fame? Now, before we move on to his many accomplishments as a pro, there's one more thing to mention. In 1991, Scott was also honored as the Canadian Hockey League's Scholastic Player of the Year. Now, Scott would be the first person to turn the spotlight from his personal achievements and onto his team's accomplishments, but those personal achievements simply can't be ignored. So, Scott, if you don't mind, named to the NHL All-Rookie team in 1993. Named winner of the James Norris Trophy as the NHL's top defenseman in 2004. Named the winner of the Conn Smythe Trophy as the most valuable player in the NHL playoffs in 2007. In 2012, there's more. In 2012, his number 27 was officially retired by the New Jersey Devils. In July of 2012, he was inducted into the BC Hockey Hall of Fame, and in November of last year, inducted to the Canadian Sports Hall of Fame. His NHL career spanned 18 seasons, 1,263 regular season games, 740 career regular season points, 202 playoff games with 98 career playoff points, and 4 Stanley Cup championships, 3 with New Jersey and 1 with Anaheim. Now, there is still much more to be said, so we ask you to draw your attention to the video screens for some special words from a few people Scott knows very well.
Hi, Scotty. Congratulations on your jersey retirement. It's a great honor, richly deserved. I remember, it almost feels like yesterday that I saw you at practice in Kamloops for the very first time. You and Daryl Sador playing defense together, and I remember our first meeting like it was yesterday. I had to tell you to play behind the net. The problem was with you and Sid, it was behind the other team's net and not our own. Again, it's a great honor, richly deserved. Congratulations, Scott. I think you should be working though right now. I hear you're an assistant coach. Welcome to our world.
Hi, Scott. Congratulations on the retirement of your Kamloops Blazer jersey. It's not the last, that's for sure, but just a wonderful career, Scotty, and another great night for you in Kamloops. You've had many of those too around the world, quite honestly, and certainly another one in Kamloops is justified. So congratulations to you, Scott. Thanks for all your tremendous work on behalf of myself. Oftentimes we get to wherever we want to go by the help of a lot of people, and in my case that's certainly true for you. So thanks very much. Congratulations. Have a great night, and all the best to your family.
Hi, Scotty. Daryl Sador. Just want to say congratulations personally and for my family and obviously from ownership on your special night. Thank you for everything you've done for the Kamloops Blazers organization and personally everything you've accomplished. It's a special night for you and your family. Hope you enjoy it, and congratulations. Best of luck in your second career.
It is now time for our dignitaries to say a few words. First off, I'd like to introduce former Anaheim Duck and Scott's general manager in their 2007 Stanley Cup season, Mr. Brian Burke.
Thank you. Mrs. Niedermayer, Lisa, Robbie, and the boys, congratulations. I'm going to tell a quick story about Scott. We were fortunate enough to win the Stanley Cup in 2007 in Anaheim. Scott was our captain, and at the rally that we had at the Honda Center, we had about 15,000 people, and Governor Schwarzenegger was there. So Scotty gets up at the podium. I'm sitting behind. He's got to wait for the crowd to quiet down. And the governor leans over to me and he says, "Niedermayer, what part of Germany is he from?" And I said, "Governor, he's from Cranbrook, British Columbia." Like any general manager who's been around for a few years, you get blessed with special players. You have a rare opportunity in your career to have special players, and Scott was one of them. The things you look for in hockey players: hockey IQ, intensity, conditioning, professional carriage, knowledge of the game, work ethic. This is the total package in Scott Niedermayer. And Scott, this is a great honor. You were a great player for this franchise. Congratulations, and thank you for inviting me here tonight.
Thank you, Brian. Next, I'd like to call upon a man who is here to present Scott with a special honor on behalf of the Western Hockey League and their Alumni Association. Here is WHL Commissioner Ron Robison.
Thanks, Kirk. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To the Niedermayer family and to Scott, congratulations on behalf of the 22 member clubs and the Western Hockey League Board of Governors on a remarkable career, both at the Western Hockey League and at the National Hockey League levels. Arguably, you were very instrumental in not only starting your career in Kamloops and this great franchise, but to engineer that first Western Hockey League championship and Memorial Cup victory. This started the dynasty of the 90s, which is arguably one of the most greatest team accomplishments in the history of the Canadian Hockey League. Congratulations. Having had the opportunity to work with Scott both at the Western Hockey League level and internationally with Hockey Canada in my career, I can tell you, Scott, you're an inspiration not only to players throughout the Western Hockey League, throughout Canada, but internationally as well, with the manner in which you play the game, with the high level of skill, sportsmanship, and tremendous results. And you're respected worldwide as a result of that. It's my honor this evening, however, to represent the Western Hockey League Alumni Association and present you with a very special award. It's rarely presented. It's our Western Hockey League Alumni Achievement Award in the professional hockey category. I cannot imagine anyone else having a career like you have had in the Western Hockey League and the National Hockey League, and I'm delighted on behalf of the Alumni Association to present this Achievement Award to you tonight. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you, Ron. Now I'd like to invite to the podium former Kamloops Blazers general manager and the GM while Scott was a Blazer, Mr. Bob Brown.
Thank you. It's really great to be back. It's always a warm welcome, and I appreciate that. But you know, Scott, it's a tremendous privilege for me to be up here on this special night for you. You're being saluted for all your achievements. You've been a great ambassador for the Kamloops Blazers, for the city of Kamloops, and the province of BC. You know, going back to 1992, 2 players were returned, as you just heard moments ago, to the Kamloops Blazers, Daryl Sador and Scotty Niedermayer. And, you know, coming back off a reputation that we had, we've been to the Memorial Cup 3 times and never won. In fact, the 3rd time, we never won a game. And it was very humiliating and really humbled our team when we came back with no wins. But with both those players back in 1992, we knew we had a shot. And because of the leadership in those 2 players, we were able to achieve what had never been done in Kamloops. It was to win the 1992 Memorial Cup. And it was a great, unforgettable hockey moment, 14.6 seconds in the game, that a lot of people don't know really what happened, but I'm going to tell you so you'll be able to tell your children down the road about that event. It all happened, Scotty's skating up the ice like Scotty Niedermayer goes. Everybody gets up off their seat. There's less than 30 seconds. He's got the puck. He's flying down the ice. Oops. He turned it over. It's going back the other way. And Scotty is skating back, trying to get back, but he's behind the guy. He's not going to catch him in time. He taps a stick on the ice to the Sault Ste. Marie player. He drops it back to Scotty. Scotty makes a quick stop, goes the other way. Eddie Patterson's sick, goes to the bench. Zach Border jumps on. Scotty gets the puck to Zach in the net. Memorial Cup Championship number 1. And that game was a stepping stone to the 1994 and 1995 Memorial Cups. Without that leadership and learning how to win that championship, it may never happen down the road. So Scotty, on behalf of the staff at that time and all the scouts, Stu McGregor, myself, the coaches, the alumni, the fellow inductees, the people of Kamloops, I wish to salute you on your night tonight. Congratulations.
And one more speaker to call upon from our dignitaries, current owner and ex-NHLer, and one of the players whose jersey has already been retired by this team, Mr. Mark Recchi.
On behalf of the Blazers ownership, we are proud to have Scott here tonight and his family and his brother and his mother on putting his number up in the rafters where it's well deserved. There's no other player that has run from juniors to international to pros that the accolades he has done throughout his career is incredible. And we are proud, extremely proud and honored that he accepted this. And this is an amazing night for him, and we're proud that the jersey is going to go up. And we have a little token. We have a local artist, Debbie Milner, painted a picture, and we'd like to present this as an appreciation of Scott for his years here.
Now it is time for our guest of honor to step to the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Niedermayer.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. These are pretty surreal moments, obviously, coming back here and hearing and seeing all these highlights and hearing the nice things said about you. There is some bad things that you could say about me as well, and some losses in there as well, but I've been pretty fortunate throughout my career. I first want to thank, well, everybody for being here, obviously, but there's a few people that came a little extra, you know, from out of town. Obviously, thank Brian for being here. I appreciate that, Brian. Ron, Bob, thank you. Mark and Tom, thank you guys for making that little extra effort to be here tonight. It means a lot to me, so thank you very much. It's great to be back here in Kamloops. The last day and a half, I've seen a lot of familiar faces and some old friends. I was lucky to be able to wear the Blazer jersey for my junior career, to be part of such a first-class organization, and to have a chance to play for some great coaches with some great teammates was an amazing experience. I probably couldn't have chosen a better place to play junior hockey. And finally, to play in front of an amazing group of fans at the Memorial Arena was an unbelievable opportunity. It was always a blast hitting the ice out there with the fans cheering at our backs. It was things I'll never forget. Getting my number retired here by the Blazers is a special and humbling honor. I remember skating at the Memorial Arena, always looking up at the numbers that were there. Mark's number, Rob Brown, Greg Hoggett, looking up there and thinking, obviously those guys were amazing players, and just a little extra inspiration, and obviously created a great tradition here for the Blazers, so I'll remember that. So for my number to be going up there is very, very humbling. I obviously want to thank the current Blazer organization for this honor. The owners, Tom Ghilardi, Mark Recchi, who are here, and the rest of the ownership group, General Manager Craig Bonner, Coach Guy Sharon, and Dave Shazowski for his work putting tonight together. The success we had here as a team doesn't happen without many caring and dedicated people who I owe a huge thank you to. I want to start by thanking Ken Hitchcock and Bob Brown. They came down to Cranbrook the summer before I ended up coming to training camp here, and we spent a couple hours talking about what they did here as an organization and what their plans were and their ideas, and talked my parents, I guess, and myself into giving it a shot, and obviously it worked out better than I would have dreamed, so I want to thank Bob and Ken for that. Again, the success we had here doesn't happen without some great coaches, and really was blessed to play for some great coaches here in Kamloops. I mentioned Ken Hitchcock, Tom Rennie, obviously up there, Don Hay, Ed Dempsey, and Terry Bang, and I benefited tremendously for the rest of my career because of things I learned from them, so I would like to thank them. It's important to another couple guys that worked extremely hard, probably harder than anybody in hockey, as the trainers. Spike Wallace, who I really want to thank for the work he... Pete Friedel, another trainer that worked extremely hard to help us hit the ice and be ready to go. And Stu McGregor, who worked alongside Bob Brown as well, who you know, did a lot of hard work for our team and was able to help put a great product onto the ice. The best memories of playing here are the teammates that I was able to play with. A lot of unselfish, hardworking teammates, some great friends, and guys that always had your back. And that is why, again, that we were able to have success here, because I was fortunate to have an endless list of great teammates. It's difficult for me to mention them all, but I feel there's a couple that maybe deserve some special attention. My first roommate here, Trevor Buchanan, who kind of showed me the ropes when I first got to town. Joey Middlestat, my defense partner when I was 16 years old. He was a big guy that always had my back. I never had to worry hitting the ice, no matter who was on there, that he had my back, and I owe him a lot for taking me under his wing when I first got here. And then the list goes on and on. Some great players that I played alongside to help have success, and win a couple WHL championships and a Memorial Cup. Daryl Sador, Corey Hirsch, Mike Needham, Jarrett Bouquet, Zach Boyer, Steve Ewell, and the list goes on and on from there. But thank you to all my teammates who I'll never forget. And the experience for playing the Blazers wouldn't be the same without the amazing Blazer fans packing into the Memorial Arena. So I'd like to thank you guys very much for all you did for the support that we had when I played here. Thank you. There's two very special people that live here in Kamloops that I owe a huge thank you to. My billets, Roger and Sheila Paulson, who when you're young, I was 15 when I moved here, pretty young, and when you move away from home for the first time, it can be a challenging moment, but I was really blessed with two great people that took me into their house like their own son, took care of me for the next 3 years, and I was never hungry. I always had clean clothes, and they really did anything they could to help me out, so I owe them a huge, huge thank you. And obviously it goes without saying that I need to thank my family. You know, everybody knows how important family is, and I was, again, really blessed with two parents that supported my brother and I in anything we did, including hockey. Just like the old story goes, getting to the rink in the morning at 6 o'clock, going on road trips, all the things that hockey parents do and that I'm now learning about with my kids. So thank you, Mom, and thank my dad as well. I'd like to thank my brother for coming here today. I know it's a bit of a long trip getting here from Cranbrook. There's no direct way to do it, but thanks for coming. And you know, we're great friends. We grew up together. We're a year and a half apart. We did everything together growing up, and to get the opportunity later in our careers to play together and to see some highlights of winning the Stanley Cup together was very special for us. So I'm glad you're here, Rob. Thank you very much. And lastly, but definitely not least, my family, my wife, Lisa, my 4 boys, thanks for being here. I know I had to pull you out of school to get you here, but you guys came anyways, so thank you. And obviously my wife, who has been really with me pretty much my whole professional career, the support that you've given me during my career and now, I probably couldn't have done it without that. So thank you very much. Thanks for being here, and I love you. Thank you. This is my last card, so I want to thank both teams for patiently waiting while we all have a few words to say out here. So thank you guys. Good luck with the rest of the season. Thank everybody again, and I'll definitely always be proud to be a Kamloops Blazer, so thank you very much.
Chest. You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You could talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. Yeah. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. 'Cause you burn with the God's faith. You can run the mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile. You could be the hero, you could get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke. Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try? Do it for your country, do it for your name. 'Cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Yeah. 'Cause you burn us. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers, be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions.
One more order of business remains. We'd like to call on the respective team captains, Mark McNeil of the Prince Albert Raiders and Dylan Willick of the Kamloops Blazers, to center ice for the ceremonial face-off.
Yeah.